Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. A minute ago I uploaded a video of General Zaluzhny being alive and well. Sitting down, waving, talking, smiling, showing victory sign and speaking a little bit. And someone introduced him as, this is Zaluzhny on the 25th of May. Well, I don't know about you guys, but to me that shows like a confirmation that he's not dead. I can't tell you if that's not Zaluzhny. I tell you he is Zaluzhny according to my eyes. Now, I want to hear the Russians what they say. In the meantime, we have Mr. Lukashenko, the self-proclaimed dictator of Belarus. He's coming and says, yeah, okay, now what are you going to do, my friends? Nuclear missiles are on their way to Belarus. So make your move. And nobody's going to do shit. Unless they do something before the missiles get there. But even then, the Russians are going to fix things. So let's see what these guys are saying in this little article coming from Ukrainska Pravda. So here it is. This is from today, May 25th, 2023. Now, I made a video earlier today where the article was claiming that Belarus and Russia, the defense ministers, signed a little pact over there and they agreed to have the Russian missiles, tactical nuclear missiles, deployed in Belarus, and it seems like by the 1st of June the site will ready for the missiles. Now Lukashenko says they're on their way. So I don't know if they're going to walk or what. We'll see. I think it's going to be very alarming when the nukes will move that way. I think the whole world will be like, are they going to be coming on flight? If you know what I mean. I think if the Russians bring them as Kinzhals with nuclear warheads over there or something like that, and they come with the MiG-31, imagine that. I think the whole Europe is going to be like underneath their desks. You know how the guys in America in the 50s were trained in case of a nuclear attack. They were trained, the children in schools, to hide behind their desks so they can be safe. But hey, if it builds, a trust or whatever, it's good. Security, false security, but anyway, you need that. So let's see what Lukashenko says here. Lukashenko, Russian nuclear weapons are on their way to Belarus and they will be operated by the Russians. Self-proclaimed, how did I know that? Self-proclaimed Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko has said that Russian nuclear weapons have already begun moving to Belarus under bilateral agreements. Source: Lukashenko said this on Thursday, today, on the sidelines of the Higher Eurasian Economic Forum in Moscow, in a video posted by pro-government Belarusian media European Pravda reports. Details: the Belarusian dictator commented on the agreement signed by the defense ministers of Belarus and Russia on the deployment of Russian nuclear weapons on Belarusian territory. And I'm quoting, "A decision has been made to develop what had been said verbally. We had to prepare sites, storage, and so on. We have done all that, so the supply of nuclear ammunition has begun." End quote, he added. Asked whether Russian nuclear weapons are already in Belarus, Lukashenko said, and I'm quoting, "It is possible. I will come and see." Mystery man. Earlier on Thursday, the defense minister of Russia and Belarus signed documents on the deployment of tactical nuclear weapons on Belarusian territory. Background: at the end of March this year, Russian President Vladimir Putin, this is Ukrainska Pravda. You call this guy the dictator, self-proclaimed, and you call Putin the president? Jesus Christ. He's a dictator. That's how you used me with that kind of term. At the end of March this year, Russian President Vladimir Putin announced an agreement with Alexander Lukashenko, the self-proclaimed president Oh, Belarus, Jesus Christ, man, be consistent now. To deploy tactical nuclear weapons in the Republic. Why didn't they say at the end of March this year, the Russian president-elect democratically by the will of the Russian people, Vladimir Putin, announced, because that's a factual thing. Well, it's fake. Well, as fake as... all right, let's keep going here. Putin announced at the time that the Iskander missile system, which can be used as a carrier of tactical nuclear weapons, had been supplied to Belarus. So it doesn't come by King Zal, it comes by Iskander. All right, so announced that the Iskander missile system, which can be used, that had been supplied. So not the missile or the tactical nuclear warhead. So that means the guys are ready Teddy. Right? So this is their first move. This is the Russians' first move to bring nuclear weapons outside Russia. I'm waiting when they're going to do something in Cuba and Nicaragua. Cuba, I featured that in an earlier, I think it was yesterday or the day before, a video, signed with Russia some agreements leasing land to the Russian people. And they signed some agreements. Russian people, like private individuals. I'm suspecting that they also did it on a governmental level. I have no evidence to support that, but I'm 99% certain that something like that will occur. And I don't know, I'm probably going to start talking for about a month or so. The Americans are going to huff and puff and tell everybody what they're going to do and how their national security is, jeopardized because they have a national security. The Russians are not allowed to have national security, concerns. That's how the whole thing in Ukraine unprovokedly started. So, nuclear weapons closer to Europe. Not that it was necessarily needed, but I think that it was more like a tactical and we can do whatever we want and you can't do anything about it. And we're just gonna do tit for tat with you. You do this, we do this. You want to bring NATO to Ukraine? Okay, how about we bring some nuclear weapons in Belarus? And you want to bring further? We're going to bring it to Kaliningrad. You want to further? We're going to bring it to Cuba. Don't you think that's the normal course of events if these guys are going to do something stupid, as they'll always do? Because they do this, the Russians, okay, we're going to retaliate, we're going to answer. Puck, respond is the word. We're going to respond. It's like, we're going to do this. Okay, we're going to respond. Puck. We're going to blah, 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 blah. We're going to respond, and that's the way it is. You can ask me if you want, but even if you don't, I will ask me, okay? Hey, how about the invasion of Ukraine? Well, we got to go back to about 2014, 2013. We got to go back to the NATO expansion. We have to go back to the defense missile systems in Romania, Weasels, and Poland. All those were for Iran. And the Russian says, that's not for Iran. That's against us. And remember, those missiles in Poland, defense missiles, whatever they have over there in Poland and Romania, are not operated by the allies, Romanian army or Polish army. No, it's the Americans. That tells you who's in charge. But anyway, this is it, my friends. Nuclear weapons are coming, tactical nuclear weapons are coming to Belarus. All right, what can I say? We'll see. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.